with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway in Foxborough. Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5. Yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
Sony Michel, his first carry. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Let's go. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
They'll run for the first time now with James White. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Gun.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. On the ground is Michel. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
At the 44.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9 from the 44. On the draw, here's White. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up in a 3rd and 9 situation.
3rd down and 9.
And looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9.
Check 55 to mine. Check 55 to mine. It's our time.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. John Simon in on the stop.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
And a Packer 1st down.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
The ball carrier.
Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To the 36 to pick up the 1st. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's going to go deep for Funchess, and that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep for the Patriots, Gunnar Olszewski. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong, you know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Let's go, D. 44, Mike, 44. Here we go.
From his goal line here, Newton. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time, and it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. Got his man, that's Harry. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down.
At the 17-yard line.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Michelle, and he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
On 2nd and 9, Newton. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup. Newton on first down. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with him. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. To throw again on 2nd down. Newton, he'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
first down. Michel. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They keep it with Miller on first down. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Newton, that's complete to his running back, Burkhead. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 23. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
They'll run on first down. Michel. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check 55, Mike. Gun, gun. Express. 55.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
58, boy, 58, Mike. Big stop, D.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Got to be patient.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
Kevin King there.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Justin Rohrwasser now for the Patriot field goal.
A 32-yard attempt.
Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. It's caught here by Adams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On first down, Rodgers. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Second and 21. A lot of ground to cover. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Now a first down throw for Newton. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
2nd and 10.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. Looking sideline, incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To the air again, Newton. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 16. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On 1st down, Michel. And he's able to get this inside the 10 down to the 9.
Ball carrier.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts
8 yards.
as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Two yards left on 2nd down from the 9.
Here we go.
Gun.
42. 9:42.
Out of the gun, Newton. And this is caught. It's Edelman. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down.
9:42.
From the gun, Newton eluding the pressure right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Rohrwasser's kick is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 26. And right away, he'll look to throw. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. To throw is Rodgers. That's complete to the former Aggie Jay Sternberger. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now following the interception, here's Newton. And he fires one incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Devin Asiasi there. That'll bring up second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open. True. So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
And he stopped immediately there.
On the carry.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
The line of scrimmage.
They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards the sideline, and he kept looking for a spot to dive up into the gap. There just wasn't one, so that turned into nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
And no gain. Again, it's Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers.
That's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
10 yards to go.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there, so go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt him.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick 6.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taken in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara.
Complete to
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Patriots take over
at their own 28-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
20. Watch twins. Watch 20.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Forced out to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
55. Check 55. Mike. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here's Urban to return. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down at 10.
23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, B. Big series right here. We got to
From the gun, Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
First down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
To Aaron Jones.
From 19 yards away. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
28-yard line.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
45-yard line.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They'll go again to Jones. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. A fourth quarter miss like that, there's no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
He was covered by Jair Alexander.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
To throw again. Newton. That's caught over the middle by Asiasi. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
The offense on third down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 8 yards there. First down, New England. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They will run with White out of the shotgun. They find some open field here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the fourth quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10.
Coming to you, coming to you. Mike 55, Mike 55. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They go right back to White here on first down.
James White.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. 8.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
What's that? Ready? 42. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. Switch, switch. Gun, gun, gun. Gun, gun. Check, 42's the mic. Check. 19 White. Got one, I got one. Mike 42, Mike 42. Not here. 42's the mic, 42's the mic. Drop deep, drop deep. Great, great, great.
They'll try the air now with Newton. That's complete right side to Asiasi. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. New England on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
55 is my guy, 55. 2.
From the gun, here's Newton. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. Now he's forced out left. He'll run it, and he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. Room here to run. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
Complete to Aaron Jones.
A huge play there on the screen pass. 43 yards.
And a Packer first down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. His throw caught right around the 6. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try to run it in with Jones. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. They'll try again with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers have taken the lead. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Packers 14, Patriots 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
He's out of bounds.
They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And that takes us from second to third down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point try now for Crosby. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Is good. Makes the score Packers 21, Patriots 10.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 32. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get them home free.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Mike, get 300. Get 300.
This is Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Dante Hightower on the stop.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 46-yard
Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the fourth quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.